This tutorial will help you install an SSL on an NGINX server. Once your SSL has been issued, download the SSL files from your account. Next, extract the files from the downloaded .zip archive. The .zip archive will include your certificate, which will have the extension .crt, for example, yourdomain.crt, and the CA bundle file, which will have the extension .ca bundle, for example, yourdomain.ca bundle. You should have these on hand for the installation. Please note that a file called yourdomain.p7b may also be included in the .zip archive. This is only intended for use on Windows and Java-based servers. You won't need this file for installation on NGINX. Connect to your web server via SSH. If you don't know how to do that, please contact your system administrator or hosting provider for assistance. Next, upload the SSL files to your web server. We recommend uploading the SSL files to the etc/SSL directory. Enter the directory by running the following command. NGINX requires an SSL file that contains both the certificate and the CA bundle. To combine the files, create a text file in a text editor such as Notepad on Windows or TextEdit on Mac. Then, open the certificate file in the text editor. Copy the code and paste it into the new text file. Then, open the CA bundle. Copy the code and paste it to the following new line in the new text file. Create the SSL bundle file on your server by running cat yourdomain.crt. Copy the whole code from the text file to the clipboard. Then paste the code by pressing the right mouse button. Make sure the code does not contain any empty lines. Hit Ctrl+D to save the file. You also need the certificate's private key file. If you created the CSR in browser during SSL activation, you must also upload your private key to the server. Open your browser's download history and search for the file there. By default, the private key should be in your computer's downloads folder with the name yourdomain.com.key.zip. Extract the file from the archive and upload it to the server. Use the .key extension for the key file. If you generated the CSR with OpenSSL on the same server you want to install your SSL and don't know the private key's location, copy the command currently displayed on the screen, update the search start folder to / and execute it. The result will show all the keys present on your server. If you need more help finding your private key, we have posted a link to a relevant article in the video description. Copy the key to the SSL folder for convenience by following the command displayed on the screen. Now you should have all the files needed for installation. Run ls to ensure you have the SSL bundle and the private key. Next, find the configuration file with the server block for your website. The location and the name of the configuration file will depend on the version of your NGINX server and the customizations you made previously. This configuration file is often located in the Sites Available or conf.d folder inside the NGINX directory. To check the files in this directory, run the command on the screen. If you can't find the needed configuration file, you may use the following command to view the complete NGINX configuration, which might help. In this example, our configuration file is named example.com.conf. We suggest that you create a backup of the configuration file to be on the safe side. Type cp, then copy and paste the full path to the configuration file, then copy and paste it again, but add .backup to the end of the file name. Open the configuration file using a text editor, such as Nano. If no SSL is installed for your site yet, you should only see one server block for port 80, which is used for insecure HTTP connections. Copy the full server block that starts with the server and ends with the brace. Paste the code below. Add the following directives to the new server block. The SSL certificate directive should be followed by the full path to the combined SSL we created earlier. The SSL certificate key directive should be followed by the path to the key file. When ready, press Ctrl+X, then Y, and hit Enter to save the changes. If your NGINX version is higher than 1.3.7, we suggest you configure OCSP stapling. This technology speeds up the initiation of the connection between the browser and the web server. To check your NGINX version, run the following command. Open the configuration file. Add the following lines to the server block to enable OCSP stapling. To close the file and save the changes, press Ctrl+X, then Y, and hit Enter. Then run this command to check that NGINX has the proper syntax. If you receive syntax OK, you are ready to restart NGINX to enable the SSL. If you receive an error, check your configuration files for errors. To restart NGINX, run the following command. Your site should be secured now. Open your site with the HTTPS protocol in the address bar to verify the installation. Then, check if the HTTPS redirect is enabled. Open the HTTP version of your site in your browser and check if it redirects you to the HTTPS version. If not, you should configure a HTTPS redirect. To redirect all HTTP traffic to encrypted HTTPS traffic, open the configuration file. Comment out the full location block in the server block for port 80 by adding the hashtag symbol at the beginning of the lines and add the following redirect rule. Then, check that NGINX has proper syntax and restart your server. Open the HTTP version of your site and check if you're redirected to HTTPS. And you're done! Your website is now fully secured.